So in this video, I'm just gonna be straight up and show you how to start your online business. And no, your age does not matter. You also don't need any experience with technology or AI. What I'm about to show you is the easiest, most scalable online business. My name is Romero, and since 2018, I have been doing something called YouTube automation, which to this date, I have made over $1.6 million doing this. Now, if you haven't heard of YouTube automation, I'm just gonna play 5 seconds of one of my videos so you can see exactly how this works.
Than any single performance or public relations misstep. This revelation emerges.
Now, as you can tell, I didn't show my face or use my voice. And the way I create these videos is by using AI. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh shit, I've never used AI. I don't know how to use AI. I could barely use my computer. Relax. In the last year, AI has advanced so much that a literal child can do this. Now, very quickly, I'm gonna show you one of my channels and what niches I'm in. So this is one of my YouTube channels. I have gotten 211 million views, and that's paid me $1,025,000. Now, very quickly, I'm gonna go down to my settings, show it's USD. I'm gonna change the currency. I know a lot of you are really annoyed that I do this in every video. But yeah, so if I did that, it would change the currency. And the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of fake gurus that claim they do YouTube, they change the currency when they promote their course or whatever they're doing. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick that this is not anything fake, and it is $1 million. But not only that, I also have this YouTube channel over here that has made me $242,000. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but I will show it's USD. And I also have this YouTube channel that has made me $294,000. Show it's USD real quick, and we're good. Now, I know you see these numbers and you're probably like, oh fuck, that could never be me. And I understand that because I was in your position before. Before I even started all of this, I could have never imagined making this much money online. And I truly want you to know that there's nothing special here. The people that you see online, including me, there's nothing special. I'm not smarter than you. I'm not better than you. I mean, dude, I'm fucking brown. That's a joke. I'm not using that as an excuse, but what I'm trying to say is that this is way easier than you think. And just with these YouTube videos, I have so many other random gurus online that react to them, and they're just like, nah, that's not how it works, when they haven't even made a quarter of the amount that I have on YouTube. And these guys just want to make it seem like they're holding something super secret from you, and you have to know. If you pick an easy niche, you're going to have an easy experience. So if you come to me and you're like, hey Romero, I want to create a YouTube channel about how NASA cleans their rockets, I'll be like, dude, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, I mean, that sounds complicated. Is it going to get views? Yeah, probably, most likely, but you know, you're going into something that is difficult. Another example is when people come to me and they're like, hey, I want to make a YouTube channels about like crime documentaries where I cover, you know, murders. And it's like, dude, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people doing that. They have a huge editing team. It's high quality videos. Maybe do something easier. And I can teach you the ways to do this in the easiest, simplest way possible. All you have to do is just follow the steps. Do yourself a favor. Choose an easy niche. And an example of an easy niche would be celebrity news. Like, look at this. I ended up posting this video that got 18.4 million views during the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard court case that happened, and that paid me $98,000. And very quickly, I'm gonna go down to settings, show you it's USD. I'm gonna refresh the page just because I don't want anybody to claim that this isn't real. You'll see that it's $98,000. One single video paid me almost 100 grand. While the majority of people are consumers and they're just getting really into the story, into the court case, dude, I was profiting off of it. And not only this, like for example, the Kardashians. I don't give a fuck about the Kardashians, but it pays well and people like watching it. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not doing anything crazy with the SEO or, you know, pulling up the analytics and being like, oh, you see this peak here. No, dude, it's just posting videos on shit that's already trending. That's the laziest and easiest way possible that you can do YouTube. Now, for those of you that have no idea about YouTube automation, I'm just going to quickly explain this, and I'm going to start with how you get paid. YouTube has something called RPM, and what RPM means is just how much you get paid per 1,000 views. So YouTube pays per 1,000 views. So if your RPM is $5 and you get 1 million views, that's going to be $5,000. Some niches pay more and some niches pay less, but celebrity news is right in the middle. Easy content, solid RPM, and fast results. Now let's go ahead and talk about niches, because this is my favorite. People get so weird when it comes to niches for some reason. And I'm gonna say this, if you're a complete beginner, you have no business worrying about which niche has the highest RPM, because you're not gonna make it in that one. And that's a heavy statement, of course, there's scenarios and blah, 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 but it's the truth. The majority of you that are barely starting, you wanna get into the highest RPM ones, it's not going to work, most likely, 90%. Scenario depends, whatever. And I say this the way I do because one of the most common questions I get is, what niche has the highest RPM? And this is complete beginners. It's like, dude, you're not ready for something like that. Niches that have the highest RPM are usually the hardest ones. They either involve, extremely hard editing, or they involve extremely intricate scripts. And it's like, if you're starting off, start with something easy. Butter up your production, understand the business, learn how to read YouTube Studio, and then from there, you're good to go. You can do whatever you want. And I know those other gurus are gonna have a blast with this one. I know this is about to get clipped so much. I know that this is gonna be on at least minimum 5 reaction videos from these YouTube automation gurus. And none of them would say what I'm saying right now. And the reason for that is because they wanna come off as professionals in that they can help you get into a certain niche. And any niche, you pick it, they'll help you. Fuck that, there's some niches I can't do. There's some niches I failed in. And I'll tell you straight up, I've failed and succeeded in hard niches. There's some niches that if you ask me, I'd be like, no, bro, I can't help you. Sorry, go somewhere else. And the conclusion that I came to after working with thousands of students is to just start with the easy ones. Now, production is made up of 3 key things. The script and the audio, that can be done in 15 minutes. Of course, using AI. But as for the video editing is kind of a tough cookie for some people. But you do have 2 options. 1, you learn how to do it yourself, or 2, you hire an editor. And as of right now, freelancers, that will edit this content for you charge about $20, $25, give or take, something around there. And for those of you that don't have $20, $25 to invest per video, just know that editing is easy. It looks scary. I understand it looks scary. It sounds scary, but it's really easy. I've taught people of all ages how to edit in less than a week. It's not as scary as you think. You just gotta give it a try. So if you do this yourself, it shouldn't take you more than 2 hours a day, which sounds like a lot, but I do have some students in my community that are editing about 4 to 5 videos every single day, and they have a full-time job. Now again, let me be clear. This is the laziest and the easiest way to build an online business and to make money fast. But that doesn't mean that money's going to fall in front of you. If you're looking for something easier or something quicker, dude, go to the casino, put 10 grand on black, and fingers crossed, good luck. Black 22, that's my number. You gotta put some effort in. Eventually, once you get the hang of it, it's gonna be super fast. And if you are going to outsource the editing, you're not gonna spend more than an hour a day doing this. So what's the secret to this? And when should you expect to see results? And again, I'm gonna be completely real with you. It depends. It depends on your creativity, but it also depends on how consistent you are. Those are the only 2 things that really come into factor when it comes to when should you expect results and if this is going to work. And you should know. Are you a creative person? Do you feel like you can create something that would catch people's eye? Do you know what an entertaining video looks like? And I'm not saying like you have to be, a writer or an editor or be into movies. It's kind of like, if you're creative, you just know. So if that's you should expect to see results faster than others would. It's something that just comes natural to people. Some have it, some don't. But again, it completely depends. I'm not going to sugarcoat this at all. It's kind of like any other business. I will give you the same exact system that I've given students that have seen results within 30 days. And the 30 days is not something I came up with. That's not a number I made up. That number came from the amount of days it usually takes to see students who will succeed. If you got it, if you naturally have it in 30 days, that's usually when you'll see results. And again, I'm saying that based off members from my community. And listen, I want to clear something up. I did not come from money. I used to be a dishwasher at a restaurant that was connected to a gas station in the middle of the fucking desert. And for a few years, I was living in a trailer. It was like the outskirts of GTA, but emptier. And the only reason we lived there is because my dad worked at dairies, and the only dairy in Nevada was almost 2 hours away from the nearest city. We didn't have any money, we didn't have any connections, and we didn't have any help. And I figured this out myself with trial and error and consistency on YouTube. And eventually, I pieced it together. And listen, I get it. A lot of these gurus, dude, they're plastic. They seem fake. You can just tell by the shit that they post that it doesn't even seem like real fucking people. If you're watching videos like this on YouTube, I know exactly in the position that you are. Because, dude, I've been there. And back then, when I would watch these videos, I remember that the person would at the end try to sell me a $500 course or a $1,000 course, or I had to book a call with someone for one-on-one, and it was just thousands of dollars. That shit used to piss me off. And that's part of why I'm making this video. So I'm making the video that I wish I could have seen when I was first starting out. This is the video that I needed to watch. That's exactly how I approach my YouTube channel, my community, everything. So if you're ready to pull the trigger, if you're ready to start today, I'm going to show you exactly what's in my community. And also, if you're not interested or you don't think it's for you, go ahead and watch other videos on my channel because I go more in depth there. Or go to any other YouTube channel. But YouTube automation, what I said about the business model, It's true. So this is my school community. It's the fastest growing YouTube automation community in the world, and it's for a reason, because this is what you get inside. First, you get the blueprint step by step, and this kind of just goes into depth with certain things, kind of touching base, but the entire course is in the tutorial vault. And this is over 50 videos explaining absolutely everything you need to know on how to do YouTube automation. Literally everything I know, all of the information that I've gathered since 2018 about this business is in these videos. But the most important part is that I go live 2 times every single week, and I speak to you directly. I answer any questions that you have. I review your YouTube channels, tell you what you're doing right, tell you what you're doing wrong. And these calls last up to 5 to 6 hours now. But you also have a full module here on how to do this with $0. Everything is in here for you. I also give you pre-made thumbnail templates. I give you a list of the best niches that you can start today. And no, this isn't like a list of random niches. These are the best ones. So some of them are kind of weird, they work. You also get an extension for absolutely free that I created that with a click of a button, it will generate an entire script for you. This is also pretty cool. I have a group of producers that creates background music, and I provide it to you for free, so you can use it in your videos. And if you're looking for cheap editors, I also connect you with my own editing team. They'll charge you $350 for 20 videos a month. Good fucking luck finding that anywhere else. And this is good quality videos. But here, very quickly, I'm just gonna scroll down so you can see all the wins, and feel free to pause or do whatever you want, but these are real people with real results that were joined the community. They pulled the trigger, and some, as you can see, within a month, saw a lot of success. You can hear this come from me all day. So instead, I'll show you what members say.
So my name is Juraj, and I posted maybe 2 or 3 videos. When I saw first results, I was like, damn, this is really working. All of a sudden, I had more views on my channel within 2 days than I had in the last 3 months. That was the first pub. I actually posted in a group about this as well. That was my first, I think I called it like small win. First video was posted on January 7th, and I got monetized on January 31st. The channel only had 12 subscribers when I started on January 7th. January 31st, up to today, I made $3,100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Well, just like I said, thanks to you, this wouldn't be possible without you. I mean it. I really mean it.
Yeah, so